Obviously just week one, but what have you seen out of the Steelers offense?
Steelers offense, a good offense, a fundamental team, got good outside receivers, and they spread the ball around. Good players all around.
How would you describe the mood of the locker room coming off a Sunday and transitioning into this week?
Good. We are all in good spirits. We can't let 1 week turn into two. Got to flip the page, turn the page. You watch the film, but you move on. That's the National Football League. So it's nobody down. We lifted, ran, and got back to work. It felt good to get some pass back on, hit somebody, and we went back to work today.
But no hitting Mac, right?
No hit Mac? No, I haven't got to hit Mac yet. So, one day, maybe one day.
Bill mentioned this morning about the energy, being that it's the Steelers' home opener. They're coming off a big win. What have you guys been talking about as far as that, and what do you expect out of the environment on Sunday?
We know around the third quarter or second half, going into the fourth, they playing a Renegade. I was in that division. I've been there. That's a very intense place to play, especially a home opener. It's going to be terrible towels. They don't like you just because they love the Steelers. It's going to be actually a good environment to play in. That was one of my favorite stadiums to play in. So, that they bleed yellow and black up there. So it's a great environment. Probably a terrible environment to play in.
You've had time to look at the tape. What are your thoughts on what you guys put on tape that game went defensively?
Say that again.
What are your thoughts after you look back at the game tape of what you guys put on tape for game one?
Honestly, no disrespect, but it don't matter. You gotta move on. We gotta play better. We want to win games, so we don't really take no moral victories and be like, all right, we did this good, we did this good. We didn't do anything good enough to win, so we gotta step it up and play better. So as good as we played, or as good as we think we played, we gotta play better, in order for us to win games, and that's really all it's about. Every week going 1-0, and so we just gotta play better.
Matthew, going back to playing in Pittsburgh, do you have any favorite memories of interacting with their fans or any kind of things along those lines?
It was kind of a saying, you're not a Raven until you win in Pittsburgh. And so my first win in Pittsburgh is a good memory. And then we lost some tight ones down there. So I'll be remembering a lot of plays from a lot of games, and those was like some of the most memorable ones when you actually get the win down there.
Matthew, you guys did have some success getting to Judon last week and pressuring him. How important is that going to be against the Steelers to even dial that up even more against Trubisky?
Honestly, when you can rush forward and affect the passer, you help the back end out. And so we just got to find ways. We got to create havoc in the backfield and find ways to disrupt plays, whether that's sacks, QB hits, quarterback pressures, making them just get rid of the ball and making them feel uncomfortable in the pocket. And so, we gonna go to work and watch how they trying to block us, and every week it's gonna be different, and every team's gonna block us different. So it's going to be some in-game adjustments, and they haven't put all their stuff on film. It's only 1 week, so we're going to have to adjust on the fly, on the sideline when we series by series. But we just got to continue to rush, and I think the guys up in the middle, our big guys, did a very good job rushing and It helps our outside guys so we can burn the edge.
How about in terms of keeping Trubisky in the pocket? Is it a similar strategy to like what you did with Tua last week?
Yeah. I mean, athletic quarterbacks like that, you just don't want them outside and get to rolling out, and they buy more time and scramble drill, and for wide receivers like they have to just get open, and they might take a 5-yard out and turn it up, and it turns into a deep play. So you got to keep athletic quarterbacks in the pocket. It's obviously easier said than done, but we got to do it. That's our job.
Matthew, I know you haven't hit Mac, but have you gone against Ramondre? Have you hit him in blitz pickup or anything like that?
Nah, I haven't. That's more the inside linebacker's job.
Gotcha. Is there anything you can share? I know it's not your job to look at him and see how he's developing, but he's a second-year guy. Any big difference you see from him as a runner or in pass pro or anything like that?
I think he's growing as a player, and his vision, his knowledge of the game. I think that kind of happens every year until you get to a point where you start on a decline. But I think him right now, he's just going to get better every year, and I think right now he's taking steps to become that player.
Matthew, I know injuries are a part of the game, but what have you seen with Mac, especially being in his second year, just the toughness and just seeing it from the opposite side, on the defensive side?
I love how Mac leads offense and gets up after tough hits and goes right back out there and continues to compete. And that's what you want as a leader, period, but definitely as your quarterback.
Matthew, did it feel familiar to you looking at the Steelers on tape this week? I know you haven't played them in a couple of years, but you played them a bunch of times in Baltimore. I was just wondering if you felt familiar looking at them this week.
The jerseys did, but the players didn't. Honestly, it's been a lot of turnover over there. I think Claypool and DJ really was, and Okafor kind of was really the only ones that's out there, and kind of Snell. But every year is a lot of turnover since I last played them, and so the players, I mean the jerseys and the plays kind of did, but the players not so much.
Strange not seeing Roethlisberger with that in mind, given that.
I mean, when you have a long-standing quarterback like that, it's always strange to see, a different quarterback and how they move it differently, the offense differently, and things like that. So it's kind of different, You used to seeing Big Ben back there, but I gotta prepare for who I have to face and not worry about who they used to have.
Any more questions?
Following up on what you had said about Mac, just in the locker room, like, is that how you earn respect? Like to show that toughness. Like how important is that in the locker room? To show that to your teammates, and from what you had talked about.
I think you kind of really don't earn respect. Respect is given until you do something to, take that away. And I don't think Mac has done anything to disrespect anybody or upclass anybody or showboat on anybody. I think Mac come to work every day, and he just we gave him respect. He's a quarterback. He's the kind of leader of our team, like I said before. He's a captain on the team, and he's a tough player. He's a tough player, and he's just gonna grind every day. And like I said, he's one of the first people in the door or in the building, and then one of the last to leave. It's hard to do it, but somebody has to do it, and he does. And so we then gave him respect since day one, and he continues to stand on that.
Any more questions?
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.